Good afternoon, my Eritrean brothers and sisters and friends. Life's really amazing, man. And because this disability, uh, disability. I think we don't have to talk too much about victimhood. I don't have disability whatsoever. And because I just have to note it down and underscore, my friend. And when you have any illness in the past, and whatever it could be, maybe you just get an operation, and may get treated in a hospital for some minor fracture whatsoever, and people try to label you. So the whole idea is they try to relegate you. That person is a disabled. Hey, he's been treated in hospital this time, And the funny thing, all these people with disability, people with courageous, and so in this country they call them willy kind of thing. They try to put all this really negative connotation against them. I mean, this is really scary, man. It's really scary, and we Eritreans and Ethiopians, we are well known for our ethical and our sympathy to all people, people who are disadvantaged and challenged. In the UK and in healthcare and social care, you don't call other people disabled. You say to them challenged, physically challenged or mentally challenged. Okay, because you just give it a positive thing about them, and it's really humanizing. And obviously we got a lot of people who are disabled, officially disabled, and you always try to accommodate them, integrate them in society. You don't try to make them isolated, and and you aggravate their diseases and their limitations and their challenges. And for me, it really disturbs me, to be honest. I don't know what it's to do, because we Eritreans, we grow up with a lot of ethical, religious values from such a young age. This is taken and regarded as a kind of emotional weakness by the Europeans, because the Europeans they call this I don't know, Martian thinking. Hey, that crippled person, that disabled kind of thing, But we in Eritrea and Ethiopia, we are extremely very sympathetic people, people of feeling, people of heart, my friend. So if you see all the people in the villages or in the towns, just give them seat. You live, you sit and you give them. You try to make them feel comfortable, and you give them all the comfort, especially the old people in the place where I grew up. We see old people as messiahs, as people repository of wisdom, as leaders. You don't dare to humiliate or to try to take their power away, especially if you're young, if you see them they are struggling, maybe carrying something or something, you try to help them carry their stuff, my friend. You support them, especially if you're young, you do everything for them, and you get a blessing, In the West, they don't believe in this idea of blessing and curse. It's just about good intention that you give it to other people, and you get all the feedback, positive feedback. Like you feel so good about yourself, my friend, because you're giving service to other people. God loves it if you believe in God, and I do believe in God. We Eritreans, Ethiopians, we believe in God, and in the West, they say it's about positive thing. In our tradition and values, we say it's God. Okay, so you feel good about yourself because you are giving, my friend. You are generous. You're rich. When I say rich, not rich financially, richness doesn't necessarily has to be financially. Rich of spirit, rich of emotion, rich of power, physically, and rich of sympathy, emotion. Okay, so you try to accommodate all these people. You give them the best support, and all the Western foundations, states, governments, they are founded on such a value system. All this Christianity for 2,000 years, everything, the values and traditions and norms and regulations in every state is founded on this thing. Okay, so if you try to kind of belittle, try to disrespect other old people, for me, it shakes my foundation. I get so disturbed, and especially if I see other people getting kind of segregated or looked down upon, and other people trying to take a mickey out of them, and it just disturbs me. I don't know. I don't, I'm not emotionally weak person, because in the West that's taken like, hey man, if you feel really bad about that person, man, that's his fault. And if you feel really bad about himself, about that guy, you're emotionally weak, aren't you? You're weak. That's not your business. It's not you, it's him. Hey, come on, my friend, So that is the thing I always talk about. Sometimes nowadays it's getting a bit obsession, the flip of the coin, another version, another page of the coin, you got all these people, disabled people, people with autism, maybe Down syndrome, Asperger's syndrome, all these people who've got a problem with diseases, and they try to make you as if you are part of their league, their group, their team, which is really horrible, then you put it off, you don't feel sympathy for them. In fact, you do disrespect them. You just work so hard to get rid of them from near you. Hey, my friend, you're not God, you didn't make them disabled, or you didn't make them sick, okay? So they play that game, my friend. They play that game of sympathy, okay? Victim sympathy. So they try to take your power, your emotion, your sympathy, and they want to own you, my friend. So that's where I'm coming from. All these people, sometimes, you go to the supermarket or somewhere, all these people with wheelchair, they come to you. Hey, excuse me, man. I didn't make you wheelchair bounded. I didn't make you disabled. So that's where I'm coming from. All this electronic website, the government putting that, hey, disabilities as part of the United Nations and signatory states, kind of duty and responsibility. We seriously uphold and, we guide by it, we are guided by it, we are serious on that. We monitor that kind of thing. This is this is a game, political game, I don't have no disability whatsoever. I'm a superpower guy. But when I see bad things, I just, I air my views, okay? So never try to play games, okay? Focus on the good things, sometimes the way they think people, this really makes you really, feel. So that's where I'm coming from. No disease whatsoever, no disability, yeah, my friend, I'm a super champion. What are you talking about, man? I'm a health expert, okay? Health expert. I give guidance and directives to the disabled people, okay? People with limitations, financially, intellectually, physically, in everything, okay? So, don't play such a game. When I write about all these things about disability, all that kind of stuff, equal rights whatsoever, this is because I am a health expert. My job has been in the healthcare and social care for over 20-something odd years, okay? So don't try to take it in a different direction, okay? Now it's time for me to be super famous person of fame, modelist, supermodel, rich, young and handsome, very sexy guy, okay? All that kind of crap people with you wheelchair or all this mutilated or autism, just get rid of them from you, okay? You take it somewhere else and you give them proper support and care from somebody else. They're experts, okay? Not me, my friend, okay? I'm out of that, okay? Thank you, guys.